Greetings, dudes and dudettes! Welcome to more Majora's Mask. I am your humble host. A name that you should know by now. I mean, come on, people. Anyway, now we're going to go back to Clock Town and get 4 heart pieces. No. Okay, let's start the temple already. Stop procrastinating. Alright, so we're going to stand here, play the... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Play the good old Sonata of Awakening with our Deku pipes. Uh-oh. What's happening? The purple soapy water's rising. Uh-oh. And there it is, my humble friends. Our first dungeon awaits. So let's hop in the flower of a Deku and head on over. Wow, I have 20 Deku nuts. That's cool. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it looks like you're not going to make it. You just barely do. I mean, really. They could not have made that more. They just made that area just perfectly to where you can just barely fit it. Okay, first and foremost, let's put on our good old Great Fairy mask here. Ding! What is that? Aha! We found a Stray. That's what we found. We found a Stray Fairy, and that's our first one. So, we're going to be collecting all the Stray Fairies here. As you can see, there's a total of 15. Oh, I like the way that orbits around like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's 15 Stray Fairies in the dungeons, and we're going to be getting all 15 of those. So, in this dungeon, they're not that hard to find. They're pretty straightforward. In the later ones, though, that's when they step their game up just a little bit. So, but for now, we shouldn't have too much trouble. And I even cheated a little bit, and I do have a guide here that tells me where all the Stray Fairies are. I'm not going to be just looking at it every single time, but I may need it to refresh my memory a little bit. Come here. There we go. That's our second one. And also, if we put on the Stray Fairy mask, it'll like flash like purple, or not purple, but like pink dots if there's a Stray Fairy in the room. So that'll give you an indication as to how many Stray Fairies are in the room, and that'll help you find them if you get stuck. So, alright, so I guess you could say this is the like Deku themed temple. There's 2 best friends right there. Be on the lookout for them, because they come down like that. I guess you could say this is like the Deku-themed temple. Oh, eek. You have a nose? Tattle has a nose? I guess so. Where is it? Oh, there it is. No, I don't see it, but... This is like the Deku-themed temple. So, maybe the themes will change a little later. But, oh, there we go. Found a 3rd Stray Fairy. Okay. Geez, it's already nighttime. Yeah. You have to... No. Yeah, you can only land on these thingies if you're a Deku. If you're regular Link, they don't take kindly to humans, and they'll eat you, so... And there we go, there's our 4th Stray Fairy in the pot there. Yeah, when it comes to dungeons, if you do not complete the dungeon by the end of the 3rd day, then the dungeon resets, and you have to do everything all over again. Kind of a bummer, but really 3 full days to complete a dungeon is not too difficult. I mean, even if you don't entirely know what you're doing, you'll come to learn that completing the dungeon is not a big deal. And even if you're all paranoid and you're freaking out about it, you could always slow down time as well. So, anyway, this is a pretty straightforward dungeon. I mean, it is the first one, but it's pretty straightforward. What do we have? We've got a small key. That's our first small key in the game, also. So, yeah, getting back into that Zelda feel with all the dungeons. Alright, there's like a wasp nest thing right there. Let's hit that with our bubble. Falls down. Aha! A Stray Fairy. And if I didn't make that clear, if I didn't indicate that well enough, notice put on the Great Fairy Mask, the fairy will fly towards you. You don't have to go and get it, so if it's like out in the distance, you don't have to like hop over to it and time your jumps or anything like that. Yeah, the game was a little generous. Yeah, sometimes Nintendo can be a little generous with things. Other times they show no mercy. So, a couple plants. Yeah, rupees. Rupees, that's what we need. Oh, thank you. Okay, got a couple of these guys again. These claptrap things. So, I don't know if I even showed how to defeat these yet, but they were in the Woods of Mystery, but I didn't actually bother to defeat them or anything. But, yeah, all you gotta do is hide in the Deku Flower and pop up when they go over it. And there's one more. That's a funny noise. I don't even know what they're saying. Calf slap. There we go. And I think, is that all of them? There we go. Treasure chest. Nice. Should I get it as regular Link or Deku Link? Let's do it as Deku. Oh man, it's gonna be something really great. I just know it. Something really snazzy. This is gonna be great. It is the dungeon map. Wonderful. A classic, reoccurring item that we get in the Zelda series. And of course, as a map, it shows you where, gives you sort of a general layout of the dungeon. Those of you who've watched my Ocarina of Time Let's Play, which I know is all of you. Yeah. Those of you who've watched Ocarina of Time know what that is, and those of you who are familiar with Zelda know what the dungeon map is. One thing I'm going to demonstrate is if you actually play the Song of Soaring in a dungeon, then you actually get this option to soar to the entrance. So that's pretty cool. You know, you don't have to worry about running all the way back, or if you get lost or something. Usually the Zelda games are kind of generous with that. So you have that one song in Link's Awakening that you can play. Mambo, one of those. I'll get it right one day. Mambo's Mambo. Anyway, what are we doing? We're gonna go back to Clock Town very briefly. There's something we can do there. I could have gotten this earlier in the game, but I was dumb, so yeah, whoop-de-doo. Anyway, we're gonna head over here to West Clock Town and head inside the post office. No, not read the sign, man. Go inside, thank you. That's a good Deku. Okay, hopefully, does this place close at 10? I hope not. If so, I better... Okay, for this, well, I'll just do it in a second. Let's put on our bunny hood. Talk to you. Was he counting? Yeah, they startled you. Okay. Oh, sorry, man. Okay, so he's trying to get to 10 seconds. He's trying to count 10 seconds. Yeah. No, I'm not going to make fun of you, man. Haha, you sit around counting all day. Okay, sorry, just came out. Alright. Now for this, I gotta listen. So I gotta turn the volume up here, because I'm listening to this with my headphones, so... You might hear an echo or something. I'm not sure yet. Just depends. But it'll just be for this small portion anyway. So... Alright, so I gotta press A right when he gets to 10 seconds. So... And if you have the bunny hood, it'll display the seconds. If you don't have the bunny hood, it will not. It's still fairly easy to do if you don't have the bunny hood, but the bunny hood makes it easier. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Got it. And I completely forgot about the fact that I don't even need to be listening. I'm so stupid. So I just turned the volume up for nothing. Good job, Sith. Let's turn it back down here. There we go. Okay, so I turned the volume up for nothing. Wonderful. And if you can time that at exactly 10 seconds, like he says, then he gives us a piece of art. Come on. Y'all are like, duh, we know now, Seth. You know, like, I mean, like, yeah, he's going to give you a big juicy steak or something. And that gets added to our notebook, of course, our handy-dandy notebook. Okay, it didn't close at 10. That's good. Alright, so I don't think I can warp in here. I think if you try to warp in like a closed-in area like this, I think it says something like, your notes echoed far, but they are blah blah or something. One thing I can show off here is, notice these are the Rosa sisters. We can put on Camaro's mask. I don't think I'm going to show this. I'm just going to briefly demonstrate it. But you remember, we put on the Camaro's mask, and we played and we danced for them, and we got a heart piece. Well, this is to kind of demonstrate Majora's Mask. This is sort of the wonderful thing about this game, is that you can go back and just redo these tasks as much as you want. In a lot of games, the majority of games you play, it's like once a task is complete in a game, it's done for eternity. You know, the only way you can redo that particular task is if you start a new file. You know? But the great thing about this game, yeah, he's like, man, I don't get any chicks. Yeah. And the great thing about this game is that you can go back and redo these tasks all you want. So I could warp back to day 1, come here at night and do this again, as many times as I want to. Not like people are big fans of this particular segment anyway, but I'm just using that as an example. And if you do this task again, see, we get the same cutscene, we get the same dialogue, but then it just ends, you know. The first time you do that, you get that piece of heart, but that time you know, the cutscene just takes place. We don't get the reward for it. Yeah, whatever. Should I just go ahead and be the Deku? I guess so. So now let's go back to the temple. I didn't play it right? I thought I did. Oh well. Hopefully I can actually make some progress in this video, because I'm not doing much, so... We also have to go back to Clock Town on sometime during day 2, because we need to do the Honey and Darling bomber gallery place again. You know, on day 2 and day 3. So sometime during day 2, I'll be sure to go back to Clock Town and do that as well. But for now, let's just stick to the good old temple, shall we? Go in, yeah. Okay, we've seen this room already. Yeah, all that stuff. And by the way, the fairies don't like... They don't like reset or anything, thankfully. Yeah, they're not that cruel. But they will reset if you, like... You know, you go back to day 1 or something like that. Or you just get to the end of the 3rd day and you don't, you know, save or anything, or you don't finish the dungeon, rather. Blah, 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 okay. So what's there to talk about? What interesting topics are going on? What's all the hot gossip? Well, I want to once again thank everyone for 10,000 subscribers. Okay, let's get a Deku stick. I think we're going to need that coming up here. How many Deku sticks do I have? I have 2. Now let's go ahead and maybe get another one. Yeah, I want to thank you kiddos very much for 10,000 subscribers. I've had a lot of people congratulating me, a lot of people leaving positive comments and things of this sort, so I want to thank everyone for that. I very much appreciate it. Thank you to those who've congratulated me. Are we done in here for now? Let's check the map. See, the map indicates the rooms you've been in and the ones you have not. So, we haven't been in the 2nd floor yet, so I think that does it for here, actually. So, let's go in here. Alright, got a block. Where's this block? Thank you, Tattle. You know, thank you for telling the viewers stuff that I was going to tell them. You know, she ruins the whole point of being a Let's Player. You know, I want to tell the audience what to do, and she's like, nah, I'm going to do it. Okay, well, here we have a best friend. And the bubbles don't work on him, so we just gotta be Fancy Link here and do things the tough way. You gotta some head-on combat. Oh crap! I forgot you can't do Okay, come on. Jeez. I guess I haven't been playing this game enough. But for defeating him, we get yet another fairy. Thank you. Okay. Our next, and if you look down there, where is it? Down there. There we go. Oh, a fairy in a bubble. What do we do with that? Well, I guess that fairy's just trapped there for eternity. Nothing we can do. We don't have an item, so... There's no item that could possibly free that fairy, so... Alright, we need our trusty Deku stick, so... Let's get a good head start here. With that stick flaming, those moths will actually chase you, and they can actually attack you as well, so... Yeah, see, they're flying around me now. Like moths to the flame. Okay, I got another one of these rooms. Got these dragonfly guys again. Okay. Basically, kind of defeat them like the turtle guys. The Clanflack guys. They sound like Affleck. They're like, Affleck. Come here. Come on, man. Don't you want to kill me? Yeah, isn't that what the Skull Kid's paying you for? Maybe. Or maybe they just had a bad day. I don't know. Come here, man. Please. Come on, live Deku bait. There we go. There we go. Is there only two? Oh, I thought there was more. I guess not. There's our good old treasure chest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh boy, this is going to be something incredible. This is going to be one of the most fabulous gifts anyone could ever receive in a Zelda game. It's the compass. Now we can see where hidden items are. And we can see where we've been based on the little indicators on the map there. Okay. So as you can see, there's like treasure chests there. Okay, what am I doing? Get back in the game, man. Okay, let's push this back, because we need... Oh, wait. Stupid! The thing's already lit. You can just run up the thing. So let's take our stick. Run up. And I could use the bunny hood here, actually. But, I don't really need it. And plus, I want this to be helpful. Yeah, good job.